You're listening to Real Life Radio, where we keep it real. You better believe. Keep listening. Real view with Diana Sweet, Mad on Real Life Radio. Real Life Radio. Real view with Diana Sweet, Mad on Real Life Radio.
Call me, baby, we can get hot. Come and get my love, girl, on the wire. 1, 2, what you gonna do? Stay at mine, sounds fine. Say you gonna feel me, baby, that can thrill me. Up and down, round and round, call my number. We'll make love on the line.
I know you gotta go away for quite a while, but you can pick up the phone and you can dial. And when you're feeling lonely, I can see you right through. And if you tell me that you want it, then I can make love on the line with you. I release your body perfume on your skin. You say you're gonna feel me, girl, that can feel me. Cause you can call me anytime. For love on the line.
Call me, baby, we can get hot. Come and get my love, girl, on the wire. 1, 2, what you gonna do? Stay at mine, sounds fine. Say you gonna feel me, baby, that can thrill me. Up and down, round and round, call my number. We'll make love on the line.
We can chat all night and day, girl. When I'm home or away, girl, just give me a call on my line, girl. You can be all mine, girl. And when we are talking, I picture your eyes and your pretty face, with a gloss on your lips, soft tan skin, and the body I'll embrace.
Just like that to me and give it to me the way you wanna. And everything you're asking me, you know I'm gonna. Cause you can be mine anytime. For love on the line.
Call me, baby, we can get hot. Come and get my love, girl, on the wire. 1, 2, what you gonna do? Stay at mine, sounds fine. Say you gonna feel me, baby, that can thrill me.
Real view with Diana Sweet, Mad on Real Life Radio. Real Life Radio.
Greetings to all around the world, to all the listeners. How you doing? Hope you're good. Welcome to Real Life Radio, where you're live on the Real View. Now we discuss real life issues, and I'm Diana Sweet, your host, alongside
Claudia Life.
Big Up Yourself, babe. Now the topic for today is long distance relationships. Do they work? Now, feel free to call in with your experiences and opinions. The number to call is 07899 862 663, or you can email us on reallife.radio@gmail.com.
Or log in to Ustream Real Life Live and chat. Let us hear your views.
Right, Claudia, so what do you say? What do you say, babe?
Long distance relationship. Does it work? I'm going to say each to their own. Maybe it does work for some people, but for some people it definitely doesn't work.
Would you have a long distance relationship?
Well, I've had one in the past and it hasn't worked, so you know, I would think twice about having a long distance relationship, you know, because when you get bored quite easily, a long distance relationship does not suit you. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then with how people are today, long distance relationship, I wouldn't say it's ideal, basically, because there are too many women and too many men who are tempting. So you understand what I mean, for either a man or a woman, basically. So I would say that I wouldn't opt for a long distance relationship at this point in my life. No.
Okay. Well, long distance relationships, as you say, some work, some don't. But yeah.
How about you?
Have I had a long distance relationship? No.
Would you consider having one then?
Yeah, I would. I mean, I tend to find American men quite attractive.
Oh my god.
And it's not often that you come across American men in the UK, you know.
Yeah, I get that one.
So I suppose, depending on your preference, if you're interested in somebody who's from abroad, like, I don't know, from another country, as of that's different to your own, then yeah, you would probably want to venture into a long distance relationship. And obviously, depending on you as a person and the person that you are hoping to be acquainted with, you know, it could work.
Okay, I hear you. I hear where you're coming from. As I said before, it's a thing where each to their own, basically. So if it works for you, then yes. But for me, I would say no. You know. You know what I mean? So yeah. So listeners out there, yeah, feel free to call us on 078 9986 2663 to air your views, or you could text us or email us at reallife.radio.gmail.com, so that we can hear your opinion basically on long distance relationship. If you've had any in the past, if you know anyone with any, then or log into Ustream chat and give us text us, chat to us, and let us know your views. We've got a caller on line 1.
Hello, caller.
Hello, everybody listening today.
Hi.
Hi. Basically, I was in a relationship with somebody overseas on a long distance relationship.
Yeah.
About 3 years, and we used to correspond by telephone and letters, and it was going on alright, but after a while, it was starting to drift apart because he lives far away and I wasn't able to see him when I wanted to. And I would go to Jamaica and see him like once or twice a year. And basically, I feel that long relationships from your partner doesn't work. It's too difficult, you know what I mean, for it to work out. So I feel that relationships from a long distance is not really a good idea unless that person's going to come over and stay and live in the same country as you and you live together. So that's my opinion, really.
Okay, well, can I just ask why it is you felt it didn't work? What was there anything in particular that was happening?
I wasn't seeing him as often as I wanted to. I would only see him when I would go on holiday.
Okay.
So that it wouldn't work out that way. Do you know what I mean? Things wouldn't work out the way I wanted it to. So I decided to finish it with him. Do you know what I mean?
And did you use Skype or any online facilities to, you know, initiate the relationship?
What do you mean?
Like, did you Skype him, or, you know, did you email, or was it...
Skype in those days, that shows him showing my bloody age, innit? I didn't have Skype. I was 14 years old. That was my first boyfriend at 14. So, basically, you know, there was no Skype or nothing like that. I only corresponded by letters and phone.
Okay.
Caller, may I ask, at any time, the loneliness affected a lot, basically? He's not there to do the physical. Was that a big part of the reason why it didn't work?
That as well, yeah. Because I ended up just cheating on him, innit? Because he wasn't there. So, yeah.
Okay.
That was one of the reasons why as well. That was another big reason why I ended the relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, would you venture into long distance relationships again, or have you, had an experience and that's it? You're no longer.
Well, I was on holiday in March in Jamaica, and I met somebody out there, and we're friends and everything like that. And he said you'll come over to this country, but I feel we're just going to be friends over the phone like that and pen pals. But I don't think I would go into a long distance relationship again. I've experienced that it doesn't work, and I wouldn't want to experience it again.
Okay.
But it's not working again.
All right, caller. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Take care, blessed, and thanks for calling.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
You see, this is one of the things that I said to you that it wouldn't work for me, because I think that I'm quite a physical person. You understand? And this pretty much works for me. Outer sight, outer mind. So I need someone to be there physically. When in the night when I'm cold, you know what I mean? You have to be there. So this long distance thing would work for me, basically. That's just my opinion. That caller there kind of confirmed what I was saying.
That's true. But I agree. Long distance I can't say they wouldn't work, but I think it's a lot. Relationships in general are very difficult to maintain. It's not easy. You've got to put a lot of work in to get the results. But a long distance relationship, I'm sure, takes double the work. Because obviously you've got to be making an effort, even more so, to make each other aware of each other's presence.
That's true.
Whether that would be phone calls on a regular basis, and taking trips over to where your lover is.
So long distance relationship is very expensive then?
It can be. Not everyone, I think, could actually handle a long distance relationship for that reason.
I agree.
Because you would need to see. For any relationship to work, I feel you do need to be in each other's company and, share times and make memories. All of that helps with the relationship.
Yeah.
So being far apart, I'm sure, would make it a lot more difficult. But it can be done.
Yeah.
A lot of celebrities do it.
Celebrities.
Yeah.
When we talk about celebrities, for them,
it's nothing.
It's a
to
different
go from one side of the world to the other.
It's a different rule for them as well. So look at their relationships anyway. How long does a celebrity marriage last these days? Anyway, that's not the topic.
Another subject.
Let's not stray away from the topic. Long distance relationship.
Yeah. Well, there are some benefits to having a long distance relationship. As I said, it depends on the person that you are and the person that you're with. It depends on your characteristics, really, if you're able to maintain a long distance relationship. But there are some benefits to having a long distance relationship. For example, if you're an independent woman or an independent man.
True.
Not meaning to sound, sexist.
So sexist here, yeah.
Coming from both perspectives. But if you're independent and you don't like to, be up under your partner's arm constantly, where you like to basically do your own thing, but yet have that person that is true to you and is in your heart.
True.
Yes.
So basically, it gives you what you're saying, that it gives you time to be
you,
to be free.
It's true. It does.
It's not a relationship then. Okay, I get
don't
you.
say that. Come on now. Even though you have a relationship, it's not a prison sentence. You should still be able to have and lead
your own time,
own life.
Well, true.
Right?
True. I agree with that.
But yet come together, on occasions where your life has become, both your lives have become one. But you still have to maintain having your own
individualism, basically.
Exactly.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Anyways, we're going to go for a break. I hope you're all enjoying the show. Feel free to call in with your experiences and your opinions. The number is 07899 862 663, 07899 862 663, or you can email us on reallife.radio@gmail.com.
Or you can log in to chat, Ustream, Real Life Live, and chat to us. Let us know what's going on. Let us know your opinion. Let us know your views, because it all counts on Real Life.
Yeah. Now we'll be playing for you Bruno Mars, Long Distance. Enjoy.
Real view with Diana Sweet, Mad on Real Life Radio.
There's only so many time, and I'm running out of things to do to get you off my mind. Oh, all I have is this picture in a frame that I hold close to see your face every day. With you is where I'd rather be, but we're stuck where we are, and it's so hard, it's so far. This long distance is killing me. I wish that you were here with me, but we're stuck where we are, and it's so hard, it's so far. This long distance is killing me. It's so hard, where we are, it's so far. This long distance is killing me. It's so hard, where we are, it's so far. This long distance is killing me. Now the minutes feel like hours, and the hours feel like days while I'm away. You know right now I can't be home, but I'm coming home soon. Coming home soon. All I have is this picture in a frame that I hold close to see your face again. Oh, with you is where I'd rather be, but we're stuck where we are, and it's so this long distance is killing me. I wish that you were here with me, but we're stuck where we are, and it's so can you hear me crying? Can you hear me crying? Can you hear me crying? With you is where I'd rather be, but we're stuck where we are, and it's so this long distance is killing me. I wish that you were here with me, but we're stuck where we are, and it's so it's so hard, where we are, it's so far. This long distance is killing me. It's so hard, where we are, it's so far. This long distance is killing me. There's only so many songs. I'm running out of things to do to get you off my mind. All I have is this picture